You're on Flow FM. It's the Thursday Sports Fix, and we're into the final part of the program tonight. And that means, yes, we've got a ticket and we're about to get on board.
All aboard the Sports Express, your ticket to sporting news.
All right, starting things off this morning with rugby news. You know, I really feel like we need to do more to help our players get some more skills. And this isn't just in rugby, this is across all codes. Because, you know, back in the day, our footy players actually had day jobs and then they would train and play. Sort of it was on the side. They weren't, you know, professional athletes as much. And that's all well and good. Like it's great that they get that opportunity now. But when it comes to retire, you know, what do? They go into media and start commentating. But what about the rest of them? What skills have they got? Well, like George Gregan, he's an absolute rugby legend, but he had a coffee and restaurant empire and it is now completely collapsed. 30 bars, restaurants and cafes across Australia. But now this hospitality group has been placed into administration. Now, I think something like 10 of his 65 staff have now been laid off. It's all like very sad. I'm not saying that he wasn't trained well enough, that, you know, it's their fault that it has failed. I mean, you've got a restaurant business and it's COVID, for example. It's certainly not an easy thing, but still very sad that the entire group has been put into administration. Over the course of the last 5 years, he's employed more than 280 people, you know, revenues of more than $10 million. But now I guess he'll be faced with the big question that many players do face is what happens now? In other news, Mike Tyson will be coming back into the ring again. Apparently his highly anticipated fight against Evander Holyfield is on. He's going to get paid a healthy little $32 million for it. Apparently it's going to be happening at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And the paperwork is just being finalised for about on the 29th of May.
And you can get on board Court Sports Express when she returns tomorrow on the Happy Friday edition of the Brekkie Flow. Listen out for the show between 6 and 9. Looking forward to it. It'll be a good fun way to start your day. Courtney on the Brekkie Flow. With a notable birth for today, as we look some sporting trivia on this day, Ukrainian boxing heavyweight Vladimir Klitschko is celebrating his 45th birthday today. He's the longest reigning IBF, WBO and IBO heavyweight champion. Overall, he became the second longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. And Vladimir also happens to speak 4 languages, turning 45 today. On the trivial side of things on this day, Jeremy Clarkson was informed by the BBC that it would not be renewing his contract after he verbally and physically attacked a Top Gear producer over a dispute at a hotel while filming on location. It was on this day in 2015, and I don't think Top Gear has been the same since. Jeremy and Richard and Captain Slow, James May, do miss the old Top Gear, and they did do a sporting things. They used cars to do them, but at least they did some sporting things, and how they were racing around the Nuremberg Ring and all those other test tracks and the Top Gear track and the Stig. Do miss that show. It's not quite the same these days, I feel, and neither is the Grand Tour. But anyway, all right, thanks for your company this afternoon on the Sports Fix. We'll be back again next week with some more Sports Fix with you. The Flow Sports Show is back tomorrow. It'll be from 5 till 7, looking at sport right around our local leagues. AFL will be in there, no doubt. Some local football, netball, speedway, basketball will be in there again. Also EPL and soccer action, and lots for you to be a part of when you join the show tomorrow between 5 and 7. Have a wonderful evening, stay sporty, and we'll catch you again soon.